Throughout the pandemic, Florida's real estate market experienced a surge as Northeasterners sought sunnier climes and cost-effective living. However, the frenetic activity that characterized Florida's housing market is showing signs of slowing down. In a turning of the tide unseen since 2011, single-family home prices in Florida have ceased their upward trajectory, following an increase of nearly 50% over the past 3 years. The influx of residents is tapering off, and the soaring costs of mortgages and insurance premiums have undercut Florida's appeal as a cost-friendly haven. Darrell Fairweather, Redfin Corp's chief economist, explained, "The fact that Florida is getting more expensive is making it less attractive to homebuyers. It becomes a concern for people trying to fix their monthly housing expenses." This cooling trend in the Sunshine State is modest when compared to downturns in other previously buoyant Sunbelt areas like Phoenix and Austin. However, it reveals the limitations of a pandemic-induced property boom that has resulted in inflated prices, alienating local buyers, and raising the barriers to entry for potential newcomers. Surprisingly, Miami, a leading destination for New Yorkers migrating south, has emerged as the least affordable metro area in the U.S. in terms of homeownership costs relative to incomes. This data, released by Realty Hop in May, speaks volumes about the changing landscape of Florida's housing market. The escalation in housing prices has been substantial enough to deter billionaire venture capitalist Peter Thiel from shifting his operations from California's Silicon Valley to Florida. However, Florida's absence of a state income tax primarily benefits the wealthy. Middle-class residents find other costs, such as property insurance in this climate change-prone region, biting into their budgets. The insurance premiums are among the highest nationwide. The political climate in Florida has been shifting too, with Governor Ron DeSantis, a presidential candidate, steering the state into the heart of the country's most contentious debates, including those on book bans and LGBTQ issues. Vanessa Charles, a Tampa agent, noted that the changing political climate has been making clients uneasy. She said, "People are looking at Florida differently now. A lot of families who moved here called and said, 'We have to leave.'" One such family is the Camerons, who had relocated from Florida to Georgia 5 years ago and returned at the end of 2022. They were taken aback by the escalating costs, from property and car insurance to utilities. Jessica Cameron expressed disappointment with the government policies and the restricted access to library books at her son's school. The inflow of residents into Florida has declined, with the percentage of newcomers compared to those leaving dropping from 62% in 2021, the pandemic migration peak, to 56% this year. But according to some agents, people are still steadily relocating to Florida for political and financial reasons. Florida's housing market has shown more resilience than other pandemic boom areas, bolstered by factors such as a strong job market due to Wall Street and tech company relocations, attractive weather for telecommuters, and an influx of wealthy Latin American buyers escaping turmoil in their home countries. However, there are signs of tension. In April, single-family home prices statewide remained the same as the previous year, marking a pivotal moment after a period of unprecedented growth fueled by a buying frenzy. Some markets are experiencing a more rapid cooling, with prices in Tampa and Jacksonville declining compared to a year ago. Even in Miami, the pace of price increase is slowing, though it still recorded the highest gain in the U.S.